Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of September 16th. This is for Aries. Aries, we are in the 180 degrees opposite time of the year from you. So we're in Libra season. And so this might feel very out of your level of comfort. This might feel very out of the box time for you as we move into Libra season. And so it's really hitting at about right when we get into our next week's reading. But know that we have a few signs already switching over there. We have Mercury is also switching into Libra, and also your ruling planet Mars has been in Libra and will be leaving it that same day. So there will be this push-pull probably that you feel this week. We're going to go into it. We're going to use my blunt deck, mostly because they're also the one that I use the most, so I get a good read with them. But yeah, ending out this Virgo season with some bluntness isn't the worst thing. All right, so Aries, you have the talisman. So this week, you really need to feel in your own body. That is the thing about Libra season, is that it's where the focus becomes outside of the self and onto others. And so for you in this time, you really want to anchor into what grounds you. You want to make sure that you are not being pulled to too many things outside of yourself. You want to, do something in the morning that's going to remind you that nothing outside of you is in your control. So grounding activities, things like exercising or meditation, if that is your thing, things like that. Or even just a good balanced breakfast, so that when you go out into the world and things want to throw you off kilter, you're able to reground into yourself. You're coming at it from a place of listening. And so listening goes both ways. And especially right now, people are hearing what they want to hear because they have a perspective that they have seen this world. And so we're all seeing the world through our own lens, and that filter of our own discretion is what is blocking us from what's actually being said or heard in the moment. But listening, I will say that for you, it's also just listening to yourself. So catching yourself before the reaction happens to whatever's happening in the world. So when you can get there, you aren't coming from a place of, like you've got to predetermine this is how things need to be, and so you're going to react from a place or respond from a place that is a little less just reactionary. It's not like a knee-jerk reaction. It's going to be you internalize listening to what is being said or unsaid in the space, so that you can act accordingly from there. Because you're coming at it from protected treasures. And so this would maybe be a good time for you, Aries, to really look at, when you get into these reactionary spaces, what are you protecting? I just watched a video about how people are playing on either your desires or your fears. And so fears are things that you have hidden away a long time ago, like outside is scary, nighttime is scary, I need to protect myself from these things. What are these protected treasures? Because maybe these things that you are reacting to are not necessarily actually productive for you anymore. You know the boogeyman isn't there, and I know that this is a very childish approach to it, but more adult fears could be like a rejection fear. What are you protecting there? What is the wound that you're protecting there? But on that desires thing, like if you are so self-focused on your own goals that you don't actually get the help you can from any community resources that are there, what are you protecting that is denying you something that might be productive for you? And the outcome is Ghostlands. And so know that we're moving into Libra season. At least your sign is moving out of Libra, but you're coming to a place of Ghostlands where the way that things have been moving are not going to offer fruit. We're moving into the harvest season. This is the harvest season, and you aren't harvesting fruit if you're acting from a place of old wound reactions, knee-jerk reactions. And so the Ghostlands is just kind of asking you to assess what are things, and especially there's an eclipse. The biggest astrology that I forgot to mention at the start is that the end of the eclipse season that we had that started a few weeks ago with Pisces is coming to its head on the 21st, so the day before, I think it's Sunday. So on Sunday, we are hitting this eclipse, and the eclipse is in Virgo, and so it's really showing us where we have done something that was not a productive pattern, where we've done something that was maybe, when we do things, like when we overwork ourselves, that is also a sign of, avoidance. Workaholism doesn't actually mean more productivity. It just means that you're keeping busy so that you're actually distracting yourself from whatever it is that you're avoiding. So Aries, whatever this week brings up for you, know that yes, you want to defer back to being your own talisman and grounding into your body, and even just, doing a check-in every morning on where you are starting off. And so maybe starting off with a doom scroll is not the way to begin your morning. The way to begin your morning would be, get up, move your body, move gently into your body if that's what you need, fuel it properly with whatever you need so that you can hear that inner guidance. Yeah. All right, well, that's what I have for Aries. Enjoy this end of the eclipse and this moving into Libra season, because it's going to be, it's a whole season, it's a whole month. So enjoy while it lasts. Bye.